they talk about, man, we got to see what's all to talk about. I ain't even finna even do no intro or nothing like that. We finna just get right on into the film. You dig? So without further ado, Hebrews to Negroes. Wake up, Black America. This is my review.
So to understand the history of the Hebrew Israelites, we have to go back to Abraham. And when we talk about Abraham, we can't ignore the descendants of Cush and also the descendants of Shem.
And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Raamah, and Sabteka. And the sons of Raamah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Asher, and builded Nineveh, and the city Rehoboth, and Calah, Reason between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth the elder, even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam, and Asher, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram.
So according to extra-biblical reports of ancient scholars, what was the overall sense of the skin complexion of the sons of Noah? The Roman Catholic Church and modern Judaism been lying to us all this time about the true ethnic origin and skin color of the major players of Noah's family tree in the Bible? In regards to the foundation of all the three Abrahamic religions, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, there's a common notion to believe that Abraham and his wife Sarah were white-skinned, straight-haired individuals living in what is now called South Iraq. Despite what the Bible says, false teaching of the sons of Abraham, the Ishmaelite Arabs, Isaac, Jacob, and the Israelites were light-skinned people, or what others may say olive-skinned, still holds strong to this day. So what exactly was the skin color or ethnicity of the forefathers of Torah and Abraham? To find this out, we need to travel up on the family tree to Shem and his descendants, meaning Arphaxad, Aram, Ashur, Elam, and Lud. Shem's 5 sons populated ancient Mesopotamia and parts of Asia Minor. Arphaxad in particular was a lot of the territory of modern-day Iraq, which in ancient times was the Sumerian land of Ur, where Terah, Abraham, and his family lived before traveling to the land of Canaan. In Genesis 24, Abraham makes his servant swear an oath by putting his hand underneath Abraham's thigh not to let his sons marry the daughters of the Canaanites. This tradition, called the Yered Oath, by touching the thigh or foot of a master, was said to be common in the 11th century AD in India. In India, the Hindu creator god Rama had a daughter and half-sister for his wife named Saraswati. Now this sounds like similar stories in comparison to Abraham and Sarah in the Bible, doesn't it?
And Abraham said, because I thought, surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife's sake. And yet indeed she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. And she became my wife.
Now what most people don't realize is that the answer to Abraham's ethnicity can be found in the sons of Cush and the Dravidian people of India, Sri Lanka, and South Asia.
And Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the
Real quick, for, just because I know people got real short attention spans. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and I really mean this. Don't discount it because it's coming from a white man. From a black man. Like, you'll sit up there and listen to everybody else tell you everything about you, but, you can't keep an open ear or open mind or open opinion to something that could really be about you. Like, especially if you haven't been exposed to this type of information before. I just wanted to say that before I go on, but let's continue.
Chaldees.
In ancient history, before the word Iraq existed, ancient Mesopotamia was inhabited by the Sumerians, which Sargon the Great referred to as Sa-Gig-Ga, or the black-headed peoples. The city of Babel, Erech, Akkad, Calneh, and Nineveh, in the land of Shinar. The language spoken by the Sumerians in the land of Ur in Iraq was cuneiform Sanskrit, similar to the cuneiform Sanskrit writing styles seen today in the language Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, and Malayalam. But how can this be? Isn't Arabic closer to Abraham's language? Are people of Iraq today, the Chaldean Christian Iraqis and Muslim Iraqis, the descendants of Abraham? In all actuality, the answer is no. Before Arabic, Aramaic, and Paleo-Hebrew, cuneiform script was being used in the land of Ur, the land of Terah, Abraham's father. Cuneiform Sanskrit today is the parent of all the languages in India, especially the Indian Dravidian language Tamil. It most resembles the ancient language spoken during Abraham's time in the land of Ur, or modern-day Iraq. So today's Dravidian and Indian are connected to the Shemitic peoples of Mesopotamia in the Bible. Where does Abraham come into play and his future seed, the children of Israel? What is their connection to Cush? And remember in the book of Genesis chapter 10, the beginning cities, Babel and Uruk of Iraq, were built by Nimrod, the son of Cush. Well, let's take a look at the language of the Dravidian Indians in comparison to Hebrew and the ancient Semitic, Sumerian, Akkadian, Proto-Babylonian, Assyrian language of Mesopotamia at the time. Then we need to look into the bloodline of Cush, its influence in Mesopotamia, and its connection to India. Then we can conclude that the early Hebrew forefathers, meaning Peleg, Ru, Serug, Nahor, Terah, and Abraham, were a mixture of Shem and a little bit of Cush. This is one of many pieces of evidence that can be used to prove that the 12 tribes of Israel were not white-skinned people.
I think that's why they mad, son. I think that's why they mad, B. You hear what he just said? I think that's why they mad. But we'll continue.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathsh, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
Now, the Dutch East Indian slave ship Merman, between the 1600s to the 1700s AD, was regularly transporting anywhere from 150 to 400 slaves annually from South India, Burma, and Bengal. The Dutch seized Portuguese settlements on the Malabar coast in India in the mid-1600s, and because of this, large number of slaves were sent to the Indian state of Kerala, to Batavia, which is in Java, Indonesia, Ceylon, which is Sri Lanka, or Elam, and the Cape in South Africa, and elsewhere to work on plantations. Many of these so-called East Indians were kidnapped by the Muslims and sold at the city called Cochin to the Dutch slaveholders. The Arab slave trade of the East African Bantu Israelites during the 8th century shipped slaves all across the Eastern Hemisphere, including Madagascar. By the 16th century AD, the Dutch, including other European countries, got involved with the capturing of slaves from East Africa, Madagascar, the Malabar Coast, the Coromandel Coast, Bengal, and Indonesia. And during the 18th century, a high number of slaves in indentured service were taken from India and East Africa to do slave work in the Americas, the Caribbean, and South Africa, which was called the Cape. Now, does this hint to the curses of Israel? Now, wait till you see some of the Hebrew influences in the language of these South Asian nations. The language of South India is Tamil and Malayalam, and the language of Sri Lanka is Tamil and Sinhalese.
Serpent, Tamil, serpent, Hebrew, ivory, Shem. Wow, this is some knowledge, y'all. Listen, I don't have to be a biblical scholar or any of that, to decipher whether something's real or fake or not. I'm just saying take in the information, man, because ancestrally, within your DNA, within your bones and your spirit, you will know if you're hearing that real shit or not. And I think that's what they were scared of him even. That's why they even clowned on him sharing the link to this. Because even hearing this type of shit, if you ain't even on it, it's gonna wake up some shit ancestrally. But anyway. So we're gonna go to chapter 2. I ain't gonna give y'all this whole thing. You dig what I'm saying? I just want y'all to kind of chap in. So we're gonna go in on chapter 2 on another video, and I ain't gonna hold you, but I'ma mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code, boy. And y'all take these commercials. I'm out the door. I'll see you on the next one. Yee.
Be1 to the family. This is Kendra Blackwood of Hot Lava Music TV and the Hot Lava Media Group. And I come to you today with an urgent call to action. And with that being said, this petition is to demand the US government immediately make anti-black racism a public health crisis is now an active campaign at change.org. And after this message, I'm going to need you to go over there and show your support. Right after you smash that like and subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. It doesn't cost you a thing. This is Kendra Blackwood for Hot Lava Music TV. First off, let's get this straight. I only want a boss. And I like to see a boss and boss shit. Where can you get boss shit, you ask? Well, dig this player. Boss 3 Anti Clothing got that drip for you and your missus. Now first, Go follow at Boss3NT Clothing on IG to see more real boss shit. And second, please log on to boss3ntclothing.com. That's boss3ntclothing.com. Currently we have multiple color combinations in stock. Ball out like a boss with the full sweatsuits for $250 and just the jacket for $150. And we also have jerseys for $75, and we definitely have the t-shirts for only $25. We offer free standard shipping, and have a quick response time. So tap in and style like a boss would do. Please go visit boss3ntclothing.com, that's boss3ntclothing.com. Once again, that's boss3ntclothing.com. Love, peace and blessing.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No. We don't need that paper. We need reparations in the form of a check. Let's stop being afraid to say that.
Everybody know you get the money from that ride before you went up there. I thought you motherfuckers got your money yet, man. Fuck you, man. You ain't got the money yet. Fuck you think you is, man. Motherfucking Ronald or something. What you gonna do? I'm supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got it. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like midnight. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got
He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemonade rain time. He been hula hooping through loopholes. I gotta go, gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you
Hey, Ray Ray.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and live.
Crunchy cream, leaves, Keith, oil, creamy, and bud. Man, I hustle in the street, but I'm a freak with the love.
Bring that ass over, tryna bring it back. I'm a big dog, tryna bring it back. I'ma slide in the way to bring it back. Let a nigga.
All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see.
The new number is.
Call me when you need a friend. Call me when you need someone to come through with that loving baby. I'll be the one to get it from the back. You be putting on my body, babe. There ain't no need to answer the phone, 'cause I got you where I need you, baby. Face down in the bed, and we